Yeah, it gave me a good laugh. Well, let's see. Uh-oh. Let's do some more.
We are live.
Oh, let me hop in there.
All right, maybe I'll...
Somehow.
It's great. It's great timing. My dog's like, oh, he's live.
He's live, everybody.
I was just texting Carl. Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those sessions where you could either go like 5 feet or 5 miles. We'll see.
Oh.
But yeah, guess everyone ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of Bolly's got a little bit of ice cream. All right, everyone, roll them up.
Oh no. Couldn't last forever, Ronzo.
Yeah, I did like 2 or 3 sessions in a row, didn't I? Where I had inspiration.
I haven't even gotten a single one.
Gonna be a good session.
It's not a very inspired day. Oh man, when you said last session, Stu, that you said you were playing Xenoblade 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I hope he doesn't like pick up on all the Xenoblade stuff that leaks into this, including this music.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're in Harry Potter school, and there's plenty of inspirations, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I love Xenoblade.
I won't even get into it.
Mike Gill hates it.
No, it's not that. It's just
No,
I love you. You're a funny man.
Well, I'm glad you love me because you're doing the
You're gonna
recap.
hate me.
Awesome. I better
It's
hold
not
on.
Tim this week. It's
I'm
not
glad
Tim.
it's not me because I don't remember.
I think it
where
was
we
you
left
3.
off.
I think it was you 3 times in a row, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
The punishment ends. So yeah, just some help getting started. Where did we start?
If you want to look in the journal too, I got
Yeah,
session recap.
I did bring it up, but I didn't see.
We started like waking up, didn't we? Like we were kind of
Oh
getting
yeah,
ready to.
session 8. Or I'm looking for session 9, but that's this session. I even put it in the notes or in the title. Okay. Yeah. So we started with us getting a red letter from the board. Bali received it, and it was kind of like a summons. He was going to have to go to like the board in the center of campus, I think where it's at. Polaris, yeah. And and explain kind of some of the stuff. It was vague, but it kind of felt menacing. And we decided on who would go, which would be no one. no one would assist. And but Bali was confident that he would be able to get himself out. So everybody went to Essential Arcana. Everybody was kind of like listening to Basazbit and like droning off. Many of us were able to retain our attention spans, but some of us was not able to. Marcus actually had a reminiscing of Gorgrim meeting an old friend and seeing the astrolabe. It says, on the way to the next class, Shivers and Co, the think tank, were accosted by a giant mole. Yes, and Shivers was knocked down, and there was a man following the mole, and this man, he looked very strange. He was in stone armor, which was odd, and he seemed to just be following the mole. We ignored him entirely, and we followed him for a little bit and saw what his purpose was, and then we left. And then we went to Fractal.
He was armed to the teeth. In addition to that,
Oh, I didn't remember him being armed to the teeth, but
he had 2 long swords. He had 2 flintlocks. He had a hand crossbow, and he essentially had like a little like utility belt.
no wonder we didn't fuck with that guy. I did not remember that in my head canon. So we get to Fractomancy, we get the book thrown at us, and then go to the yard where the leader, I forget his name. What's the
Talking about pendulum?
yeah.
Greta?
Greta.
Or yeah, Greta. Where Greta was trying to kind of like intimidate us, like giving us dirty looks, and we all one by one attacked the target dummies in our own ways, just being us, and trying to like create a name for ourselves by being menacing to these target dummies. Bali set his nut on fire, and Ronzo punched the dummy out of the ground. After class, Bali went to the board, Marcus took a nap, and Ronzo and Shivers went to Foggy. Bali was interrogated, popping his tablet when he was ordered to grab a magic sphere. Yeah, I don't remember too much of that, actually. This was during the whole interrogation with the magic board, and they pretty much asked him to replicate the spell that he feigned using, and he couldn't. So yeah, he used the capsule.
He's like, oh, I'm feeling a bit sick.
yeah, and he ended up using the cyanide capsule. Ronzo and Shivers went to Foggy. Shivers not having enough money. Everything was a little bit more expensive for Shivers, so he still couldn't buy stuff, but he did end up buying something. And Ronzo buying smithing tools. Foggy asked for the heart of a greater fiend, no big deal. Shivers went to find Bali, who was recovering in the sanatorium, infirmary, hospice. A very pale halfling watching over him. The halfling was too creepy. There was no real words for how creepy that halfling was, and gave Shivers some shivers. And
You shivered your shivers.
yeah, that's the catchphrase he's waiting to say. But Bali and Shivers kind of put their heads together, and Bali let Shivers know what had happened, and they went back to the group. On the way out, the group saw the Inquisitor entering the School of Realization. Everybody went to sleep. When we woke up, Shivers took the chalk from the planchette that bleeds. Bali played hooky while the rest of everybody went to class. On the way to class, the group entered a quiet hallway with the doorman. And this part was pretty creepy too, where all the sound kind of like disappeared and the doorman was just like, hey, how did you get here? Oh, you must have just walked through these random time pockets. It's cool, just turn around. And then we did, and everything was fine. We ended up like returning to the present dimension. And then we continued forward to get to the mental fundamentals class, and there is a devilish teacher before us.
There's one more thing. You did a great job, my Shivers. We saw a bounty on the board for Strixie, who was like an old circus mate of Bali's.
Yeah.
So Ronso has his eye out for some gold.
Well, he took the bounty so no one could take it.
I guess that was something I forgot to put in the notes for last session, but yeah, that is important. Props. Bali has gone to the library to kind of almost avoid interacting with more students, faculty, getting himself in more trouble.
Well, that's not the reason that he went, but that is happening, I suppose.
While Shivers, Marcus, and Ronzo. You all. There we go. You enter this classroom. There's this strange man, kind of looking devilish, but a bit nervous at the same time. You see the board has the names of the cliques written out on it, similar to your class with Ustalos. It is the same group of students that you went to Properties and Density with. Red Herring, the Fire Eaters, Castaways, and Northern Lights. Only they don't look too thrilled to be in class. Most of them have bruises and bandaging. A couple are missing. Almost like a class of people that fell off a building a couple days ago. As you take your seats, this devilish fellow, legs of a goat, he kind of has balding head. It's kind of like when my hair's grown out and it kind of just all on the sides. He doesn't have that middle bit. 2 sets of horns, one kind of curled up like a ram, the other kind of jutting forward. Welcome to Mental Fundamaterials. I was a bit wary about teaching another class, but after what Braskett did, I was happy to fill in. I was thinking of doing some practicals today, but I think we'll take it easy, as most of you could probably use the reprieve. My name is Professor Norin. So I want to start with something very important to this school. Do you know what this is? And he holds up this kind of small sphere. It's kind of this crude piece of smoothed out white coral.
He's asking the class.
Mm-hmm.
Nature, maybe?
Yeah, you can try nature.
Let's see if I'm proficient in it. I'm not.
if I don't know what this is, it might cause me to die. So could I use survival?
What about
Get back in your lane, Mike.
Does it have any historical significance? Like, would that be
No.
okay? Nobody does nature then.
Hello.
Try Arcana. Oh, Shivers is answering his patron.
Nice. I'm playing a game at the moment with my buddies.
New Abyss, who dis? He's like, new suit. He's like, hey, Abyss, it's been a while. And, like,
Hey, I know. Yeah, been
Okay,
out of the
no problem.
water a while. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. Have a good night. Bye.
I know I've been screening you.
When he watches this back.
Yo.
So, you can also roll Arcana if you want.
No.
Ron sounds like
Upstairs.
Sure, I'll help do it. I'm a +1 on either, so
Yeah, you just roll it. I'm a -1 on both of those.
we'll see how good we are today. All right.
Nice.
pretty good.
wow.
This
Marcus,
can't be right. Okay. You go.
you recognize this as kind of a staple of transmutation magic. It's not necessarily, it's not a common thing, it's not rare either. This is a very simple, rudimentary Transmuter Stone.
That's a Transmuter Stone.
He like, correct. This little stone is used to change the properties of many things. It can even change our own properties. Observe. He kind of waves his hand over it. Kind of these arcane words. The stone begins to lightly whistle as you kind of see a burst of air go through one end and come out another. And it kind of hits your desk, Marcus, as your wooden desk kind of shifts into stone. Yes, this is essential to the practice of transmutation. There used to be a much larger one back when I was a student here. Like, about this big. You could hear it. You could hear the whistling through the halls. It was a thing of beauty.
What happened to it?
Well, some years ago it was stolen.
Everything getting stolen.
It's there's a real shame. There was only one like it. But we must continue. So, I guess I should be showing you some practical applications of transmutation. You've seen in the last class and with this how you can affect others, but you haven't seen how you can affect yourself. And he looks towards the door of the classroom. And then he takes this kind of larger book out of his pack. And it's kind of a bit odd. It's kind of like this, instead of like leather bindings, it's like patched hides. And he sets the book down and he starts flipping pages. He goes, "Ah. Ensorco. Selbe. Libe." And this kind of light magic flows out of his fingertips as he rubs his scalp. As you see, slowly but surely, on the center of his head, his hair grows back. It worked! Oh. Yes, yes. So, today, I was going to have you all attempt to grow fingernails, but I think it'd be better if I just show you some things instead. He goes on for a little while. He starts to talk about how there are more things you can change. You can change kind of rates of growth. You can kind of change properties of things like the table. And you can also change properties such as momentum and speed, as he holds a rock still in his hand and he taps it and it flies across the room. And he goes on like this for a few hours. Bali. You sneak around these stacks. It's very easy, especially during class hours. There's not really many people here. So you kind of just walk around. As you're going through, you kind of hear this whoosh above you. And a stack next to you kind of moves a bit. And then another one kind of whooshes and then moves up a bit. And in a moment, this tall, lean Aarakocra lands next to you. And he kind of he pulls these goggles over his eyes. Whew. Oh. I thought I saw someone below me. You're Bali the bear, right? From the think tank.
Bali Snow Bear.
Bali the butcher, you mean?
Well, that's what
I
they know you as.
gesture with my trunk. I'm like,
I think before class started, I might have seen the rest of the think tank. That Leonin friend of yours has a very peculiar taste in drinks.
so we've heard. Are you the
Sorry,
librarian?
No, I've not introduced myself. I apologize. My name is Kellen, and I am the leader of Alpine Echo. We share our next class. Rudimentary runes. And astute as you are, I assume trying to find books to help you prepare on the subject.
Something of the sort. Why are you not in class?
Same as you. I sent the rest of my clique to class. However, there's a book I just can't find. Could you assist?
Of course. Could you help me look for book 2?
How about you look for my book, and I'll look for yours?
I don't have an exact book in mind. More of a
Excellent,
subject.
because neither do I. But I do have a
This seems so inefficient.
My book that I'm looking for something about the kingdom or the giants.
Both. Very interesting subjects.
Yes, well, if you know anything about Triz, that is what the next class will be about, and I like to be prepared. If we're not prepared, then what can we really do? All right, what are you looking for?
I'm sorry, what was the click that Kellen was the head of? I can write it down.
Alpine
will.
Echoes.
Echo.
I put it in the clicks already.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I've been using that stuff.
Nice.
I retyped a couple of the race names that you guys put in there just so you knew the spelling and stuff. Because they are just DnD stuff and magic.
We are looking for a book about Krim.
Yes, everyone's a bit curious about that, aren't they?
Nobody knows.
All right. You look for my book, and I'll look for yours. And he swoops off. As for this purpose, I want you to make me either a history or an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same.
God damn it. You get a 1?
Oh, opposite.
Nice.
These dice have the same personality as my last DMing dice.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't match you.
All I found was this book about giant kingdoms.
Luckily, your check was much easier than his. Because if you remember, Barry said there was nary a book about Krim other than the one that you all had access to.
He wouldn't remember that because Barry knocked him out.
Oh, Barry did knock him out.
It's true.
Oh yeah, you weren't even there for that session. Well, spoilers. That's part of what happened.
Got it.
As you look and look, you have a much different perspective. While he is gliding high above, you're looking much lower. And some of these lower shelves, even though a lot of them are moved, a lot of them are not moved. And the heavier books would be closer to the bottom. As you find this book, a past character of yours would be very well acquainted with, Xander's Kingdom. As you kind of search for a couple hours, it takes a little while to really find things around here. After a little while, this Aarakocra swoops back down, and he kind of lands in front of you, and he has an armful of scrolls. And he goes, well, we're not books. But I did find a lot of notes, scrolls.
Information does not need to be in books.
Precisely. You catch on quick, Bali.
We may be having a bit more trouble than you.
So, what's that you have?
Your book is elusive. I've only managed to find one.
And he looks at this big book. One should be good. Sit with me. We can pass the time together.
Sure.
And he kind of opens this large book in front of you. On the front of it is this symbol of a crown. And he kind of flips through it. While you look through these scrolls, you see mention of various different spells. You see notes about not only Krim, but also Prelkanar, the other founder, and someone else named Pelithar. These are very old notes. As looking through, you see kind of these drawings of this large stone, this large kind of smooth-faced kind of coral stone with all these various holes in it. And there are different drawings of kind of the arcana and how it works, kind of this makeup of it. It's very in-depth, very detailed. And it goes on to mention another spell. A spell again used by this Pelithar. Krim kind of refers to him like mentor. And it refers to a spell called the Pale Servant. And it's kind of these loose kind of silhouette pictures. And it's almost this... It talks about travel, kind of advanced teleportation. It mentions conjuration. Things that are a little bit above your head.
Seems like rather high-level magic, no? Have you seen anything like this before?
He kind of takes the
Alright.
scrolls.
Yeah, I hold it up to him.
Seen the stone. I've seen a bit of this magic, but no, I can't say I have.
Think it has anything to do with Krim's disappearance? This pale servant.
Is there a reason you're so interested in it? Everyone's a bit interested in it, but you a little bit more.
Well, I come from a background where unsolved mysteries come back to haunt you.
Ooh.
So you have some personal stake in it, then?
Perhaps.
I'll leave it then.
Do you know anything? It could help more than you know.
Well, they say the body was stolen, I believe it was 11 days ago now. I was actually in town at the time, as many of us were. I know Brigelt was drinking herself silly around that time. The body went missing and they interrogated all of us, and to where we were, where we would be.
Yeah, guys.
And, well, let's just say Brigelt made it a little bit difficult for us, as having a night out on the town drunk at the time of the theft is not a good look. Meanwhile, Cracks and myself were merely studying up just at Coldstone.
I love Coldstone.
They have wonderful tea. It really titillates the mind.
You will have to try next time we get the... Have you had the Blue Moon ice cream? It's to die for.
I will have to then. Do you perchance read Giant?
Can't say I do.
I know most of these words, but some of them are very old, dual meanings and the such. He kind of looks through. Well, he pops the book closed, sticks it in his pack. I guess we should be meeting for our class. And he holds out his hand to kind of shake yours.
I shake his hand.
Perhaps honestly... Oh.
We can go to Coldstone at some point. Let me know if you jog your memory.
I accept your offer. I'm glad we met. I thought you'd be more brutish, given what everyone at Syzygy is calling you.
That was not Bali.
Yes, I guess some of us tend to lose ourselves in the heat of the moment.
You have no idea.
Let us depart. As
That was the perfect time for a Morgoth's Wonderland one-liner.
I have one in the back pocket, but it's not the right time.
Not the right time.
Yeah. Kellis walks with you out to this front gate, whereas the rest of you finish class as Mr. Norin. I'll put his name in there. Bids you adieu and says, next time we meet, it will be practicals. As the classes all let out, you make it out with no further strange hallways, no teleporting, no moles, nothing of the sort. As you meet up, the four of you, with Bali and a new friend. As there's a dwarf holding a tankard, looking at this Arakakra. Oh, it took you. Oh, you got a friend.
Ah, you must be Brigelt.
Cheers. She takes a swig.
That stuff will kill you.
Only those with a weak constitution. Not a dwarf. The other four of you.
Everyone, this is Kellen.
Kellis.
I thought.
He said Kellen.
That's what I have in my notes as well. Kellen Arakokra. Kellis is the name.
I might have said it wrong once. Here, I'll just... Sure.
There we go. Kellis.
Kellis, got it.
Kellis, Kellen, whatever.
He's head of the,
Alpine Echo.
Yes.
Pleased to meet you, Think Tank. You've already made quite a name for yourself. Leonin got your tongue.
Ranzo, I mean, you need to yes, you say something.
I don't have anybody come back right now.
Shivers just has to talk last, so I'm like, please, someone talk first. Why, hello there.
You're following like initiative order for conversation.
Yeah, he has no dex, and he's a slowpoke.
We're heading. Are we all walking together to the next class then? Is that kind of what's happening currently?
Yeah, you're all heading to the gate.
Okay.
Kellis seems to think this next class is about giants and the kingdom.
Well, of course, it is Triz teaching it.
Did you gain any insight?
From the book, more of historical note. Not too much. I'll have to give it a read tonight when we're out and about.
Well,
Cracks.
hopefully we won't need your help, but we may need your help.
Yes, perhaps we could use your fighting instinct as well. as this lizard folk woman approaches. She's rather slender, wearing a lot of cold weather gear. She has these big snowshoes on, and most worthy of note is a backpack that is probably twice the size of Bali. As while she is slender and small, this backpack is enormous. As she looks at all of you. Is everyone packed and ready? I've already sent off deep feeders as well as pest control.
Where are we going?
North to Benvir.
Are you the teacher?
Yes. My name is Triz. And Foggy's told me about you. She looks at this other group. Pineco, are you prepared already? They kind of take out a few items, do like a check. Yes. You may be off. The earlier the better. The snow is already getting heavy. There will probably be a storm, but we can't let that stop us. Salpine Echo kind of nods to you. We will see you there, think tank. They leave. Yes. And she goes up to you, Ronzo. And she almost like, without asking, without anything, she opens up your pack and digs inside. And finds this rune. I knew it. Foggy was wrong. He said you were interested in the Kabakan. But I knew a rune carver. When I heard about one. You're interested in the kingdom, aren't you?
Yes, tell me more.
I would rather show you more, but your carvings could use some work. And she kind of quickly takes out this, like, she digs in her bag for a moment, takes out this chisel, and, like, hands you this rune that's, like, ornately carved. So, we are heading up north to Benvir. What you should know, we will mostly be sticking to the roads, but we will be bouncing back and forth between the coast. There are dangerous trites around. And looking at most of you, I bet many of you are from the south. Not from around here. The Tritons up here are not like those down there. These ones are feral, warped, and angry. Very angry. So, she kind of takes out this little, like, trail map, and she, with a quill, like draws a bunch of zigzags. And, like, puts X's on it. It's like, here and here is where they have been known to gather, and well, some have been lost. It's a shame, but
is it really a shame?
We cannot give up our research because of these roadblocks. But I had a good feeling about you, and she kind of looks at you. You don't all look entirely prepared. So I got you something. And she digs around in her bag. And she takes out a few pairs of snowshoes
Nice.
and hands you each a pair. The snow may be a bit cleared here and a bit cleared in the city, but once you get on the road, you'll find it is rather difficult to travel.
There's a giant metal clanking sound as Shivers hits the ground and fucking immobily tries to put these shoes on, and you see he can only get up about halfway, and his arms just can't reach. A little help here, if you might.
Yeah, she puts down her backpack, a large thud and a bunch of clanking as she effortlessly lifts you off the ground.
Who?
Like this twig of a woman. And she puts you down on the snowshoes, and she basically ties them, does them together. Yes. Do you have enough food for the trip? I have extra if you need any.
How many days' journey is it?
2 there, 2 back. And a day there.
This is a long class.
Yes. No. Oh. And she digs around. And she takes out these kind of like wrapped packages, like paper wrapped packages. And they're all full of like various fruits like melon and cantaloupe, but also like these large grubs.
Gangos.
Yeah,
The
gangos.
return.
Gangos and grub.
Yeah, baby.
And she hands you 5 rations apiece, except for Shivers.
Yeah, not me.
Nice.
But it doesn't make me want to die, so I
It's,
can have a character that can
it's-
eat Gangos again.
I think Ronzo can make do with this. Bali is a bit more natural to Bali. Marcus, this looks like something out of Lion King.
Matata.
As there are kind of these various wrapped bugs, and as like you kind of look at the meal, she kind of like little like tongue flicks on the side. If you need anything before you leave, I would make it quick. The snow is getting heavy.
I have one more piece of business with you before we go.
Oh, the sickle.
Yes. Pulling out the one rune that we
This
can't
chick.
identify.
Yes, Foggy. I almost forgot. Foggy told me about this.
I say, do you just feel these in your bones?
She looks at it. Well, he's not a complete idiot. Yes, I will take a look at it. Can I have the others as well for reference?
Of course. I pull him out
And she, kind of holding all the runes, looks at them. Extending, lengthening. I'll have to take a longer look at this.
Not yet.
So, if you have any last business, you should get prepared. If you think you have everything, then you may be off.
Just to be clear, she's hanging on to the all the pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I trust her. So
Trust and Triz.
are you prepared? I'm looking at the rest of the group here.
Hey, be ready.
We don't even know what we're doing.
Just follow this path, and she shoves this paper into your arms.
That's never stopped us before, Bali.
You will be following us there then?
Me?
Triz?
No, I will catch up.
Right.
I'm going to take a minute. Well, a few hours. And take a look at these. She holds out the shards.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
I can't just leave an enthusiast, hopeless and wanting.
Shivers. The journey sounds perilous. You want an opportunity to spend your gold. This may be it.
Hey, but I've been trying to spend. Nothing's been stopping me except the amount I have. And that has not changed. Actually, it's gotten lower. So, I be needing nothing before the journey.
And you, Marcus?
I guess how many ration types did she give us?
5 each, right? Or
Yeah, I
Are
think
you
that's what I
talking
said.
about like the fruits
5
and the
each.
grubs? Yeah, 5 each.
Yeah.
Food enough. Food that you won't have to worry. You
I
can.
thought you
you-
meant like a variety. I'm like, what? You got a special diet that
tell
you
me how many grubs and
How many
like,
grubs? Yeah.
How many grubs?
because we're not eating the grubs if we don't have to.
Ronzo, I'll trade you grubs for watermelon. I'll trade grubs for Gango.
That's right, dude. If it's between Gango and grubs, don't you even fucking.
So, you're all prepared then. Then I will meet you in Benvir. You should know you're going the right way when you pass Deimos. And she points at this spot on the map.
Carl's watching, he said.
Anything else? No? I'll see you there. And she kind of like rapidly with these little steps kind of trots off back to the library. Before we continue, quick squad piss.
Sounds good.
I already gotta take squad piss.
Alrighty, right.
Bam. I just saw how Carl responded to say he's watching. Don't fuck this up. Don't worry, Carl. Life finds a way.
I was thinking before we head out, be a damn shame to meet our untimely death and not know about what this room does, the rune does, or what the rune is on the sickle, and if Shivers doesn't get to spend a penny before before he dies. Oh man.
Yeah, I think if Shivers dies without spending any money, his someone's gonna get haunted.
Yeah.
Shivers will be like, I have unfinished business. I never spent any coin.
Nice. You're gonna love that, dude. Also, it's not homemade ice, or it's not Blue Moon, but it is homemade ice cream.
Ooh.
Stuff smells rich.
Tastes exactly like French toast.
It's a French toast devil dog oatmeal stout.
Damn.
Danny Dyer's Devil Dogs. So,
Oh wow. Syrupy. It almost tastes like coffee too. It's interesting.
everyone good? Everyone ready to leave?
I think so.
I
I
think so, yeah.
You head off school grounds. For some of you, the first time in a while. You walk over this bridge and back into Verifton.
Oh, I see. Back into Verifton.
And yeah, I'll activate it just because I can. You all head through the center of town where, on the way out, you've kind of been here a few times, Shivers, and something clicks. You kind of see this old, battered statue in the center of town. And you don't remember anything, but you kind of have various feelings: happy, sad, angry. Just kind of like as you look at it. But there's no way in hell that you recognize this old beat up thing.
That would make me incredibly curious. Hey, you be feeling all kinds of things towards that statue. I'm gonna walk up to it.
Yeah. You kind of look around this statue. It's an old stone statue that's really seen better days. There's no words or anything on it. There's no plaque or anything. This thing is practically ancient. But you continue looking at it, and it just kind of sparks something. But it's kind of like when you know what something is, but you can't remember it, and it's like, ah.
It's familiar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'm gonna see if it has any kind of magical properties. I'm gonna try to roll an Arcana on it.
Yeah.
If I can find the check. There it is.
That's a good shot, though.
Put my
You
hand
kind
on
of
it.
look around this statue. You don't necessarily feel anything coming off it, but you kind of notice this pose. And there's one hand holding something, at this point, just a vague rounded shape in one of their hands. And similar to the statues at Syzygy, this statue is some kind of spellcaster. It's like they've been posed with this book.
I'll write this down real quick. Gives Shivers the shivers.
Shivers has had a lot of shivers.
Yeah. Okay. The party's probably like
Shivers, what? Why are you staring at that statue?
turn around, like just whip around in about face. This statue, it be familiar. Some way. An old spellcaster it be. Holding something. And I point out to like this decayed part of the statue that, if you look at it a certain way, maybe once was a hand outstretched.
Yeah, it's almost like, at this point, it's kind of like, you can tell it's an arm, but then this hand kind of stretches out into another large round object. But you kind of, taking a closer look, kind of realize what it's supposed to be.
And we're just in the outskirts of Verifton, right?
This is the center of town.
Or the center of town.
Yeah, this is on your way out. Kind of going through the middle.
We need to learn more about this place. Mental note.
Before we leave.
It is reminiscent of the statues in Syzygy.
Like Syzygy was once bigger.
Or
This one is like,
this one has a book, though.
it's older and it's not as well taken care of. Like the one that Bali kind of wrecked. Those statues are in near pristine condition.
Yeah.
Except the one Bali wrecked.
He came
Perhaps
and
it's-
go wrecking Bali.
Damn it.
Let that one simmer.
I'm sorry, by the way.
Wow.
I'm just gonna type that in.
That came right in like a wrecking volley.
Oh, apparently Ronzo said it now.
Wow. Too good. I literally lost what I was about to say.
I was gonna say, perhaps it's the founder of Riften. Is there an inscription on there?
Maybe once. Lost to time. Point to like the plaque that's on there.
No, I said there was no plaque.
Oh, there was no plaque. Oh, never mind then. Never mind.
If anything was ever written on this, like, you would literally have to like travel back in time to know.
Yeah.
It's that far gone.
I'm gonna say
Book, though.
yeah.
Shivers.
That makes him evil. Anyway,
Hi. Clearly. Ronso.
Knowledge is not evil. Knowledge is power, remember?
and then can we think of no such order around here that deals in knowledge? This could be archivists related.
Have you been to Verifton before?
It's just a man with a book.
Y'all's just a man with a book. Have I been to Verifton before?
My memory before I was thrown to the depths as an anchor is limited, but I don't believe so.
I thought maybe there was a possibility that your creator was from here or something.
That be bringing me about a whole heaping mess of existential dread.
So you all head kind of walking out of town. You again walk.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
The only thing that I wanted to mention was that the hand holding out the spherical object.
That be looking awfully lot like an orb to me, and I've been seeing a lot of orbs recently.
As a person who didn't live in the sea for a long time, is the number of orbs that we've seen recently more than usual?
You know, I'm just gonna say because it's a magic school, yes. Magic school's got balls.
I see. So it's average amount of balls, not above average amount of ball. So it could be coincidence, coincidental ball.
Well, this one was a book ball.
The combo.
It was let's say it was like a book that had kind of like eroded into like a flat kind of rounded.
I see. Okay. It was an erosion orb. Okay, could probably okay.
Erosion makes things orbs. So maybe there's a lot of erosion.
All right, we can move on.
You head off to the Quicksilver screen, which, if you remember, this wall of kind of pale silver light with these little almost mercury blobs floating around in it. As you again see Zub and Tifli, the Githzerai guard who let you in, Shivers, and this goblin kind of tinkering with the gate. As she looks at the four of you. Students, I presume, heading to Bendir.
Yes.
I was notified.
Why do you sound upset?
You do not have to worry. If you want to be good, embrace change.
Are there a fair amount of feral tritons on this journey?
Tritons, undead, return. All of them.
It'll be like an afternoon stroll.
Keep your eyes peeled and stay safe.
Is it Zib or Zub that's here?
It's Zub.
Zub. I'm gonna just swivel my body over to him.
Why, hello there, Zub. I have returned.
What?
It's your...
As he takes off these goggles, and he's like half blinded, even in this like heavier snow. Oh, it's you, the Kuba what's it?
It's your favorite Cabone. Cabacon.
That's it, Cabacon.
I be the one.
And I just turn and be like, Check. Like, information confirmed. Like, that's all. I didn't even really care about talking to him. Yep.
He goes, well, it's ready for you. And he like smacks kind of the side. And his order of operations, who wants to go through?
I'll go first.
All right.
I'll go
Bronzo.
third.
I have to go second as Shivers brings up the rear.
Shivers got my back.
Mm-hmm.
Ronzo, first you head through this wall. Again, these mercury balls kind of repel away. Like, you would have to go out of your way to touch them. Marcus, much of the same. Bali, as you step through, it doesn't repel, but it doesn't attract. It kind of rubs up against you. As grabbing you from behind, this hand takes you and slams you to the ground. As a palm is above you, kind of crackling with lightning. As Shivers, Tifley has very swiftly downed Bali. As
She's still wearing her backpack?
No, you're thinking of Triz.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Tifley
I was thinking of
gets
Triz.
her eye guard.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
And she looks down at you. Are you return? Speak.
We are Bali. We don't know what that is.
Hey, he be passing through the first time. What's the problem?
How did you make it in?
It's the same as everyone else.
No one was reported to me. Zub!
Hell yeah, Zub. Love that.
We're a think tank. You've heard of us.
Ah, yes. Bali the bear.
I told you.
And she
You be having a bad day.
she lifts you up by the collar. This is a warning. If you cause any trouble around here, I'll know about it. And I will come for you. As she pushes you through this wall. As Shivers, bringing up the rear, you head through this wall. Again, all of these blobs repel.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk backwards to the wall, just looking at her. Like, waiting for her to tackle me.
Yeah, no, she's just arms crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Just giving you a squint.
Yep.
Hey, I'm sorry. You had to go through that, Bali. Hey, wasn't in the position to defend ya. Hey, it'll be more quick next time.
And I do like a little, like, swift.
It's quite all right. I know you're not the most flexible fellow.
It's a little just swivel, just.
Wait, do you know why she wants...
Oh, never mind. He would know that. He would even know that. Never mind.
Bali, you're a bit popular. Think tank. You start heading north. you start to follow this long trail, kind of winding through the forest. As the snow gets heavier, it starts to... We'll go home too. It starts to come down hard. Bali, on this path, you pick up on something that the others don't. An old friend kind of taught you to look out for these signs. As you walk through these wilds, you see these shrubs, these little bushes everywhere. Most of them very normal. Occasionally, though, you see these ones where the branches, the twigs, kind of all arch down, and it's almost rounded. And it is peace, it is tranquility, it is safety. As you pick up this little message in Druidic.
Wow, this is good luck.
That's a stick.
What does it say?
It is what I said. It is
Oh,
not
it's
so much.
Druidic.
It's
Peace,
not so much
tranquility,
a message. It is
yeah.
safety. You continue walking, following the trails on the map that Triz gave you. You notice these kind of points where you have to turn. There's various kind of turns on the trail. These kind of zigzag all over Morsa. The places that you were told to avoid, you see these other shrubs, but rather than arched down, they're almost like pointing out. Kind of these normal shrubs that would not be thorny or prickly or anything are all kind of, they look almost like spiked. And it is similarly druidic, a warning of danger, of perhaps combat, death. These things that just would not and almost cannot stick out to the rest of you. You notice with your astute eye.
Be cautious. This area is unsafe.
You pass by more of these. Every couple miles you travel, there will be another of these. You pass by, you kind of zig back, kind of closer to the coast, as again, it is safety. However, this heavy snow does not let up. And in an instant, it becomes a squall. This freezing blizzard. Of course, luckily this time, you're a bit better prepared. As you walk through this blizzard, you cannot see. You can barely hear. You can see white after maybe 5 feet in front of you. Everything is obscured. Having to hold each other's hands to stay together. You go like this for a few hours. You kind of lose sight of the ground beneath you as you kind of try and find a trail, something to hold on to. It's almost like desert sands or a mirage. It's almost shifting and wavering beneath your feet. You're not sure which direction is which. You continue vaguely in the direction you're going. Hopefully adhering to the path. Eventually, this blizzard starts to die down. Kind of kept your eye out. And able to see again, you continue finding the nearest trail. Looking at the map, Bali, can you roll me a survival? And if anyone wants to help, I will let them.
I definitely will. Something I'm proficient in.
Cool.
And
It's also his
Alt
role.
click for advantage. Okay, hold on. I didn't mean to roll. That's not the right number.
Ooh.
Alt click. There we go. 7. Okay.
You look at this map. As you walk for a couple hours, you realize you're not on the trail you're supposed to be on. But it's getting late. You need to start looking for a place to hunker down. Shivers is getting tired. As continuing on, you start to see cart tracks, mostly covered from a while ago. But you see on the side of the road a couple of boxes, a couple of small crates kind of scattered out. As going forward, you see this cart on the side of the road. In front of it is someone in a coat, kind of kneeled over like this and shivering. You see, even from here, that there's a gash in the side of it, and one of the arms is trying to cover it.
Does the coat look like a school uniform?
No.
Because she's coming up.
Where are we, Bali? We should have
How
been there by now.
far are we?
You have been traveling for pretty much... So, I guess what I should say is it's about 2 days, and you're kind of traveling the latter half of the day, because you started in the early to mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
So we're almost halfway there.
Yeah, you're getting closer to halfway there, perhaps backed up a little bit by this blizzard, this storm.
We're sorry, Marcus, but this weather's not helping. We have another day or so.
I've at least seen some of the other clicks, I imagine.
What about him?
Some poor soul.
Outfit looks different from here.
I don't know if the snow is the same as darkness, but I have like crazy dark vision. Probably,
Yeah,
it's probably
so
like,
it's
more intense, but
you're like you kind of see like I can't remember the word for it. It's like Everbright. This kind of vision where it's still definitely blocked. This snow is heavy. It's not. It's still not lightened up.
mm-hmm.
But from the distance you're at, you can pretty much just tell that he's like huddled over, and he has a large cart with. It's kind of been knocked around a bit. It's seen better days. A bunch of boxes have fallen off the side.
As would it be obvious to us that he's aware of our presence?
Roll a perception or an insight.
I'll help
And-
with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say any two of you can roll or help.
I have really good perception.
I have good insight. I'll roll my own.
I can do passive insight now. Yeah, kind of nudging Bali Ronzo. It's a bit harder because of the weather. Bali, he has not noticed you. He looks cold. He is shivering. He is huddled over. And
How fast and large are his breaths?
Is what?
Describe to me the
cloud that comes
frequency.
out.
Yeah.
Because he's so cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you kind of notice that you can't hear them, but they are kind of like inconsistent.
Doesn't seem to be doing too well.
We shouldn't just leave him here to die, should we?
Well,
I
we need
don't
to
know anything
find-
about him.
There's 4 of us, and he's dying.
Hey, you've
Keep
never been
watching.
good at math, Marcus.
We're looking
there's
for
no-
a place. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, there's no like druidic signs around here, like for a trap or anything like that.
No, again, they're kind of interspersed.
We're looking
Well,
for
we'll keep watch.
we're looking for a place to make camp soon anyway, right?
Aye.
A down cart is half of a shelter.
The middle of the forest in a snowstorm is a bad place to lay a trap anyway. You'll freeze to death before you spring it.
With that,
Sure,
I'm
he's
gonna just
dying.
with that I'm gonna start making my way towards this guy.
I'll
Yeah,
watch behind us.
so you kind of get closer. He still doesn't really notice you. He's still like huddled over, just essentially getting closer. You kind of feel like the
I gently put my hand on his shoulder. Excuse me.
so. Oh,
You said he looks bad. He looks injured. Can I tell like an extent of his injuries? Is he like on death's doorstep or?
roll a medicine.
Ooh.
Anyone else going with Ronzo?
I'm behind
Yeah, I'll go on.
everybody, but I'm staying a bit back. I'm in Eldritch Blast range.
You see the gashes, but he's like half covered in snow,
Mm-hmm.
and it's between the snow, the ice. You can. It's obvious that he's doing badly, but how badly you're not sure.
All right. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. I'm gonna offer him the potion of healing out of my pack.
You take out the peeling, the potion of healing. So, and he puts one arm on yours, and it is frigid freezing as he finally lifts up his hood, and you see this decayed face as these eyes blank and emerging
Bonzo, run!
from him
I'm gonna punch him right in the face
is,
with my punch dagger.
yep, you
As soon
hit the
as I-
side, of this corpse and like spin its head around as this spectral form emerges from its mouth. And
Rodso knows now that undead can speak.
Yep, and he will never be the same again.
there y'all go.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, if I knew he looked like that.
Yeah, the problem is he's all coated up.
Right.
It's pretty obvious once his ghost is emerging
Once he's
from him.
unfurled himself. Yeah.
It's like an ice spirit.
And these piles of snow around you start to shiver and shake. As, let's see, Bali. Further back. Shivers, where did you say you were again?
I'm gonna be further back, like pretty far
Bali.
in the back.
I was bringing up the rear, watching the other way, and then looking back and forth like this, kind of like just watching our back and our front. So I'm over by Shivers, yeah.
Alright, everyone. Roll initiative.
I got a very oh, Marcus.
That's back-to-back 13s.
There's a lot of dice throwing.
Hey,
A lot of low
one
numbers, too.
got 0. Nice.
He got a 0.6.
0.06.
Yeah.
Means he has
Oh
0.
yeah, you're right.
That's funny.
As kind of all these stacks of snow, almost like what Ronzo, you, and Shivers saw, back at kind of that old destroyed town. As going for the nearest target. He's gonna go for Bali.
Zombie's fast as fuck.
Yeah, this one was prepared, apparently.
The amount of zombies that are faster than Shivers and Marcus really show their age and like who they are.
He hit me with my own roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got the fill roll on you.
Bastard.
As he does not try to, like a zombie, just attack and like bite. This zombie grabs you, and their grasp alone is enough to take the warmth from you. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Oh no.
No, that wasn't a real roll. I was trying to roll damage. I gotta redo it so it doesn't give
Do
me.
I gotta make a DC 12?
No. That's
2
You are-
18s?
that was just one attack. I just had to redo it. As you take 4 cold damage and you are grappled. Bali.
Grapple just means you can't move,
0
right?
movement.
You
You
can
can't
still
move.
make
Zero
actions.
speed.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
I can't move, but I can still wild shape. So,
Yeah, nothing's stopping you out here.
Time
I
to
have
unleash the
a-
bear.
I have a question for you, Ryan. I'm gonna text you actually.
Sure.
Just so I can
I'm excited.
real quick.
Yes, you may.
Alright. As before I wild shape, I'm gonna look this undead in the eye and go. Come one, come all. Bring your daughter. Get your son. This night of wonder has only just begun. And then I'm gonna hold up my walker nut and just be like, and I'll shift into a large dire wolf.
That's so dope. Not gonna lie.
Do you have the token in your thingy?
I do not.
Shit.
I have a regular wolf in there, but
Fuck. Oh, it's in there. Oh, it's just not there for you.
oh,
All right. I have given you permission for wolf.
nice. Polymorph table. There it is. Okay. Can I just put it on top of me? Oh, that's big. Okay.
Yeah, give me a sec. Let me. Shoop.
Hell yeah.
As I'll move back Shivers one space as you kind of
Thank you.
push him.
Okay. All right. I will make a bite attack.
Go for it.
Shivers has never seen this before. He has the front row seat.
Yeah, as Folly says this, honestly, just creepy as hell quote.
That's so cool.
And you're kind of pushed back as his form enlarges.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I think I have advantage because of pack tactics, right?
No one else is within 5 feet of it.
Oh, of it. I thought it was just of me. Okay.
Nope, it's a bit.
Okay, got it. All right, roll damage.
Fair enough.
6.
And does he have to make that save? Let me just check.
I have the stat block pulled up here.
Okay, yep, it has to make a strength save or be knocked prone.
Yep.
Strong zombie. So
Okay.
hit him for 9.
Nice.
As he hangs on, he is like so desperate. You can almost sense this desperation behind
No.
everything's actions.
And my turn.
Ramzo.
As I like look down at it, kind of like trying to protect Shivers.
Standing in front of you, Ronzo, is a ghost. This kind of freezing ghost,
Yeah, okay.
frigid.
I'd like to attempt to feed a magic if that's cool.
Yeah, you take out your ladle.
And I don't know if I can do this right. I don't know a lot about the magic in 5e, but what I would like to try and do is cast Burning Hands.
Okay, so you want to go for an old classic.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it, but I'll either set my hand on fire, like open palm, and blow it at him.
Oh. And I'm looking at I'm looking at my little spreadsheet for you. You are the one person with a small, very minuscule bonus to confrontation.
Nice.
So how are you, Ronzo, going to attempt this feat of magic?
I mean, he said he was cold, so I'm thinking polar opposite. I'm thinking about the most extreme of heat that I can muster with my hand and my ability.
If it's not warm enough for you, get in the kitchen.
With a Ronzo one-liner, yeah.
I'm thinking about the desert heat in my mind. Like I said, I'm trying, just like with the rock.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just waiting for you to pitch me a check.
Okay.
This is
Yeah, I used perception the first time I tried this, and I'd like to try that again if that's cool. Just change the I'm taking my mind to a different place. I'm in a very frigid temperature. I'm thinking about the desert where I'm from.
Yep.
And the
This
heat.
is, again, still a hard check,
I'm still gonna give it a try.
but go for it.
Here we go.
I'm praying for you.
No.
Ooh.
I wanted it.
You kind of start to heat up this ladle. Not by much, but it is enough that you notice this ghost in front of you is completely attached to you now.
Okay.
That's an action. If you have any bonus action, you may.
I
Not-
am gonna use my bonus action because I don't get to use it very often. It might be unsuccessful. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna use my my daunting roar. I gotta find it here because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do.
Yep.
As bonus action, blah 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 blah.
Just let me know the range on
The
it.
DC.
Okay.
Oh, it's creatures of my choice within 10 feet of me must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or become frightened. The DC is 8 plus proficiency bonus
So
plus con.
you let out this frightening roar at the ghost in front of you. It does not even notice it. It is purely attracted to your warmth. It is immune to being frightened.
Okay. That's my turn.
Unfortunate.
That's twice now, but it's all
I never
good.
get to use this. So I'll use it on a ghost. Yeah. Try to bring the ghost back. Yeah.
This dead guy moves 20 feet.
20 feet.
This dead guy moves 20 feet.
Oh, I didn't even see him. Shit. I'm gonna die.
This guy is going to make an attack on you. No, that's the wrong guy. It's Shivering Touch.
Every time you say
Wasn't even on
shiver,
purpose.
I
I
just think
swear.
me. So it's like me touch.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
As this ghost goes for you, but it almost like it's too distracted by the ladle. And you watch as your kind of heated up ladle cools down as this ghost absorbs all the warmth from it. Marcus.
Oh yeah. I believe I have a movement to get over here,
Flank the ghost.
like the ghost. That's the plan. And
Yep.
we're gonna hit him up with an attack.
Get him. Yeah, your dice is so hard to read.
God.
Yeah, as you attempt to attack this, it kind of almost slides right through its incorporeal form.
Ah. Interesting.
You miss.
Okay. Like, am I gonna miss forever? Alright, bonus action.
No, that was
Doing
that
it
was
again.
flavoring.
He rolls a 20. You sail right through it. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you hit it. Nothing happens. You notice that as you hit,
Well,
I need to roll.
I'm spending a spell slot
Yup.
smiting this fool for one.
The radiant damage goes through fine. The blade itself catches, but halvesies. As he is resistant.
I have the power.
There.
He is undead, so that should add another
Oh, right.
D8, right? Just roll. You can roll another D8, and I'll just do it manually.
Okay. Yep. It had a thing up and I clicked the wrong one.
No worries.
Alright, this is the one that I want.
All right. Anything else, or oh, that was action, bonus action. I assume.
Action, bonus action, and move. So that is my turn.
All right. Based on the setup here, I'm just going to hold out my arm and just say,
Hi, the abyss be claiming ya.
and this shadowy energy starts leaking from all of the crevices in the armor and wrapping around Shiver's arm, and he just fires it like a bolt of energy at him. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Yeah.
Nice.
And just normal roll.
That hits. Are we not targeting him? Or?
I am. Yep, he's targeted.
Okay. Roll damage.
Good damage.
You're targeting the zombie, right?
I'm targeting
Guy,
the one that's closest
grabbing.
to Bali.
Okay.
Yep, the one
Yeah,
that
no,
was-
it didn't apply the damage.
That's so weird. Yeah, he's lit up with the stuff on stream.
This guy is hurting.
Damn it! I really wanted to free you up. That was the whole plan, is to get rid of that dude. Well, all right, then I'll move. Oh, I know why it didn't, because I was on the different. I was on something else because I wanted to use my bonus action to use Tentacle of the Deep. So because I was gonna put down a marker. So Tentacle of the Deep, summon, bonus action, usability.
Get him.
And I'm gonna put down how to do that.
I can get something out that's reminiscent of Tentacle.
I got it.
Okay.
So is Tentacle like spiritual weapon?
It's kind of like that.
I think your mic.
Your mic just changed.
Did it?
Oh
No, Phil's.
Oh.
Bills.
Yeah. Roll me an attack on him.
I can only summon it or attack with it. I can't do both in the same
We're
turn.
good.
I think.
Can you not do both when you summon it?
As a bonus action, create it. Tentacle lasts for a moment. When you create the tentacle, you can make. You're right. Yep, you totally can.
Nice.
that's cool.
That's really cool.
That
Ooh,
is.
it also does cold damage though.
Yeah. Hopefully that's effective.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay, so he is targeted. I'm on the right thing. He's targeted. I'm gonna use Tentacle of the Deep damage. Sorry, I haven't gotten to use this a lot. Bam.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Wait.
Wait, do I have to make an attack roll first?
You do have to make an attack roll with
Okay.
it.
No, then
Also, I don't think it does 2d8.
It says 2d8 at 10th level, yeah.
what the fuck? What the fuck? Is this just all the way? All I did was click the buttons. All right. So when I click attack, it just says damage. There's no thing to roll for like an attack roll. There's no option for me to roll for an attack roll. It just says damage.
I can make you an item later that will just be tentacle.
All right. Well then, let me see.
Just
what,
you
it's
can
a
roll
plus
an attack.
5. Yeah, it's a plus 5.
It should be
to
the same
hit.
as your other spell attacks. We can go a little manual.
How do you do that?
That's my to hit.
Nice,
So-
nice.
Definitely hits.
All right. So the damage is 11. Or no, wait. I have to re-roll that because it rolled off funky.
Yep.
All right, so now this time I do want to see why it did that. So you just get attack, damage.
Oop,
That's
I
what-
accidentally rolled the damage. So I was trying to look at the feature.
Oh wait, so yeah, it says 1d8 cold plus 1d3 plus 1d8 plus bonus. Why is that the formula? Why?
I mean, it's
Formula's always messed up.
I don't know. It's just 1d8.
It's just 1d8 plus 3. That's what my thing says. It's 1d8 plus 3.
It's not even 1d8 plus 3. It's just 1d8.
Really?
It's not. You don't get.
That's so weird. That's
I'm
that's
gonna
even
check-
what D&D Beyond
gonna-
is saying.
I'm
I'm
gonna
glad I'm
check it
streaming
D&D
this.
Beyond.
I'm glad I'm streaming this so that you guys can see. Like, look, it says plus 3. What the fuck? All right, even D&D Beyond is jacked up. Because yeah, I'm reading the text and the text does not say bonus, and the bonus is right there in the formula.
That's so weird.
That's super weird. All right, anyway, let's move past this. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, just roll me a d8.
Will do. All of this for that. He probably resists it.
He resists it.
That's so funny. I'm ending my turn in shame. I'm just running. I'm just running. It's just
This tentacle hits him, but to no avail. It kind of, you see him shiver and shake a bit, but
just go.
this
Just go. I mean,
zombie is gonna run up to the closest target. And because you are grappled, he grabs onto you as well, as he attempts to take all of the warmth.
Don't take
from your
my
body.
warmth.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. If I hit this button, will it default to the wolf stats?
If
Or
you have the
my
wolf
stats.
selected, it should.
Okay.
Although with our luck.
You pass, and you take 6 cold damage.
I can apply it if you want.
Oh, did it not apply it?
It did not.
MIDI. As this last
Took
guy
me cold.
holding up the rear, just gonna walk. This guy injured is gonna do the same as the last. As I need you to roll me another con save.
Unfortunately, that is not good enough.
As your wolf form takes 15 cold damage, I will modify it. As this with this large size, these two zombies are just latching onto you. taking everything they can.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
Bali.
You're good. Do I kill one or do I damage one? I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to take advantage of my attack power. Why not? Yeah, I'm gonna attack this guy on the right.
New guy or damaged guy?
New guy.
Okay. Wait a second. Okay, I thought maybe it was applying the damage to Bali, but it's not. Hits. Damage. Which one were you attacking again?
The one on the right.
Okay.
And does he use my action to try to break out?
Yeah, it would use your action.
Okay.
So let me,
Great saving throw.
Ooh.
Damn, these zombies don't.
Same as the last one, man.
Not
Exact
messing around.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright.
Sorry, frozen dead. Don't call them zombies.
Like, as I have both these guys on me, I'm like
You can
fending
call
them
them.
off.
You can call them zombies.
I look back at Shivers.
I just had to,
help me.
I almost used all this stuff from the player's handbook. I'm like, nah, they gotta be cold.
Yeah, Bali, you look back and you just see like this, scary machine standing there with shadows like rolling up, and you see like determination, like as
I'm coming for you, lad.
Bronzo.
So I just want to be clear. When Marcus tried to slash this incorporeal ghost, is it does it have two forms, or is it like pure ghost in front of me?
It is pure ghost. The body that was from it fell over.
The body that okay. Alright.
What you are fighting now is that ghost.
Alright.
And it did do some damage. It was resistant.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I think I could have done something.
Alright. I'm gonna move.
Oh, that's cool.
something
What?
else.
I was just on my character sheet in D&D Beyond, and it showed me on the top right that Shivers used an attack or something.
Oh, it
Yeah.
does do that if other people in the campaign. This
Huh.
ghost is going to make an attack of opportunity against you.
Yep.
So he is going.
I need to make a con saving throw.
Yeah, you do. So he crits you. And my camera just.
Wow, oh wow. Save.
That was a critical opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so rough.
Only Bronzo.
Tim, you had my thought though, because strategically, I think that you made the best move doing what you did.
Jesus.
26 damage.
I think I'm down. Yeah, I'm down.
Is it half because he passed?
The saving throw. And let me look at this. You passed, so you do not get a shard of ice stuck in your chest.
But I still take 26.
Yeah, and you are
Okay.
going to be down here.
Yep. I'm down. I'm sorry, guys.
You pass.
Punching this ghost was not gonna work well for me. Like I had to take a chance on reducing their numbers.
This
It's a good idea.
I need to restart my camera. This is not your fault. This is the dice just hate you, Tim.
All
That's
right.
really
Hate
what
our
it's
party is what's about to happen.
Tell Carl to get his campaign ready.
This guy is going to walk up. Ronzo, you just got attacked by like the coldest thing ever. This guy does not even notice you. This guy is going to come up and attack Marcus.
Damn.
Oh my god. These dice are out for blood.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm so stupid.
They hit you for 6 cold damage. And you don't need to make the saving throw is for trying to escape. So you are
Gotcha.
grappled. Turning around, seeing you, Marcus. This almost more satisfied, having taken almost all the warmth from Ronzo. It barely even trying. Marcus.
All right. I believe I'm going to make an acrobatics check to get out of the grapple.
Alright,
And I gotta beat
a 12.
a 12. Skill check, acrobatics. Okay.
No problem.
And then, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Would it be a full action for me to light a torch?
No, that's free action.
Would it be a full action to throw it?
If you want to, I will let you light a torch and drop it. But lighting and throwing, I would say, is probably too much.
Okay. I'm gonna light a torch and drop it, and then hope that when I move, they don't try to destroy me.
I want you to roll me either like a deception. I think a deception, like at advantage.
Okay.
Not much heat left in these old bones. You don't want this.
Oh yeah. You push past them as they both look at this torch. Anything else?
I believe that is all my stuff.
Alright, so
And here comes Shivers, save the day.
Yeah, let's
Shivers.
hope. Let's hope. My body meat needs to be in the fray. That's the first thing that I realized is that we have no dedicated tank, and I'm actually pretty tanky and made myself that way. So like first,
Well, I'm a tank because.
oh yeah. The druid is the tank. Never mind. The druid's super tanky. The druid is the dedicated tank. Actually, my apologies.
That's why I turned into the dire wolf because it has more health than the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just remember if you're within 5 feet of a dude that you have disadvantage on.
Yeah.
Range attacks.
Yeah. Gonna move here. I still have 5
And I assume you're gonna do it like so you don't provoke the attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to first I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack with the tentacle and see if that gets the kill. I'm just gonna roll my d20. Well, I would highly imagine that does not hit.
No.
You see this tentacle of darkness that's coming out of the ground just fucking flailing wildly.
Hey, you don't have full control of it, it seems.
And now I'm going to Eldritch Blast the weakest one. I'm going to Eldritch Blast past the one closest to me to the one that we engaged with initially. Hold up my arm like a cannon. Eldritch Blast. Back. Okay, all of that formula looks right.
Definitely hits.
And I'm still targeting it, and there's nothing going on.
Don't worry, I'll just as long as you can get the damage roll out, I can apply.
Yep.
Hey, it's good damage.
Bam.
Yeah, how do you want to do it? Zombo 1.
The spear of darkness just launches from my arm and rips through his chest, and as it hits him, it like spider webs around him and like goes in and out and tears him apart, kind of like Shadow of the Colossus when you kill a Colossus, and all the like tendrils kind of like rip through your body, and he just falls down.
Yeah, it just collapses.
And turn.
So you are no longer grappled, Bali.
Move, bonus action. Yep.
Oh. This zombie is still going to attempt to attack you, Bali.
You can't have my warmth.
No, he cannot.
That's where I
Thick
goofed.
coat.
I should have just told the ghost that he couldn't have my warmth.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's all you needed to do. As he kind of just... He tries to take it, but he just kind of slides his, like, cold arms against you.
And just like pets me.
And Ronzo, you did just learn they could talk, so this is really on you for not trying to communicate.
This guy's gonna move 20 feet. Bali.
I'm gonna kill this fool.
Please do, please do.
I'm gonna bite his neck. Come on.
Big rolls, big rolls.
Oh, hopefully that's enough. I don't know if that's enough. Oh, it is. Okay,
It's these guys pretty easy to hit. Pretty slow.
Yeah, I think multiple of us have missed them, though.
Ooh, that's good damage.
It's true.
We have not been rolling great.
I rolled a 7 and I hit him. That's why I was like, all right.
What are you guys talking about? I've been rolling amazing. How do you want to do it, Bali?
Bite his neck, just rip his head off. And just like go like this, like a dog.
Yeah, as this head just flies off. Nice. Anything else?
I have 30 feet of movement. I have 50 feet of
I
movement.
was gonna say you should have a lot
Okay.
more than 30. You're a big doggo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to. I'm gonna move here. Just try to protect his body.
Maybe back one.
I was gonna say occupying the same space as the zombie.
Then I'm gonna use a bonus action to burn a first level spell slot to kill myself.
The heal. Nice. Got it?
Yep.
Oh. Keep doing that. Ronzo, you know the drill.
Yep. Okay.
This zombie is going to go right after Bali.
Six health.
Same as the last.
Oh, I thought a crit was coming.
No.
Uh-oh.
No, but I was crabbing. Ooh.
They're just listening. They're just good listeners.
They're very good
They're
listeners.
respectful zombies. The elephant wants
guy
to keep his warmth. We'd be
Going
fucked to take it
attack
from him.
Bali.
Too.
He, however, hits.
Well, I just regained 6 health. So.
Not a big hit, though.
Oh, nice.
He deals you 3 cold damage. Did that go through?
Nope.
Okay, I'll play. As you are grappled again, this chill haunt goes onto the torch, and you see it as it completely immerses itself in the flame. As Marcus, can you roll me a d4 for fire damage?
Oh, nice. I was about to
As
say,
it is going to snuff the torch.
I was a little worried there. Something good would happen for it.
It's now an ice monster that's on fire.
Gotcha. I thought it would like absorb the heat.
I
As
thought the cart
Shit.
might catch fire and burn my downed body.
it does absorb the heat in a favorable way, it is vulnerable to fire. It
Nice.
takes twice that.
And bloodied.
And too bad
Damn.
burning hands didn't work. That could have been
Oh, that would have been
maze
great.
balls.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It
Marcus.
didn't work for me either. I just lit my nut on fire. So
Burning Hands has some bad luck in this campaign. Lit my nut on fire.
It doesn't help that when you don't roll good either.
Ah, yeah.
I just can't believe out of all the ones that crit, it's just the perfect one on Tim every fucking time.
I'm still around somehow.
I think I'm gonna tell Shivers to kill the ghost. And then I'm gonna help Ronzo.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some. How many do I? Oh, it doesn't give me the option. Okay.
you're just gonna throw him in the pool. Nice.
It did. Yeah. Okay. This is weird shit. I'm gonna heal you for 5.
Okay.
Ronzo.
No, apply it.
5 points in my hand.
Thank you.
And as the bonus action, I think I'm going to cast Divine Favor on myself.
Ooh, nice. Smart. Very smart.
And my turn.
Marcus,
All right, Shivers.
he tells me to kill the ghost. I love it. I look at him.
Marcus, It would be my sincere pleasure to kill that ghost.
Yep. But first, I'm going to like start powering up my shadow Eldritch Blast, and I'm gonna use my other hand, and I'm gonna point at the tentacle, and I'm gonna like be like, and motion it to use its movement. I can do a bonus action to get it to move 30 feet. Just double checking it, making sure it's 30 feet. Yep. And repeat the attack. Oh shit! It can move and attack. It's so much better than I thought. It is only
Nice.
a D8, but yeah.
A D8 on bonus action is really good.
Yeah, it is.
And also slowing them by 10 feet.
Has any other zombie taken damage yet? The left one.
No, none of them are damaged.
Okay, well then I'm gonna try to tie
Besides your average zombie damage.
up. I see. Well then I'm gonna try to go there and tie up this zombie. He's not gonna. It doesn't have life. He's probably not gonna fight it, but just hoping. Yeah. So move it there, and I'm gonna attack him. Boop. So that is gonna be. I'm just gonna roll my d20. 7 plus 5.
Well,
Yep, that hits.
Roll 1d8. 5 cold.
nice.
He is resistant, but you do tangle him up and slow him down.
I'm gonna fire Eldritch Blast at main ghost.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's go.
It would be my sincere pleasure.
Yep, remember, it's max plus roll.
It's because you charged it up.
It is.
That's what it was.
So max plus roll, how do I do that? What's the easiest way to do it?
If you're using manual rolls, you can just enter a 10 as one of them.
Nope, I'm not using manual rolls.
Shit. Then just roll it normally and add 10.
Okay. 22.
Yeah.
How do you want to do it?
The crackling darkness just powers up and launches out. It blasts into the ghost's chest, and at first I would imagine that the ghost wouldn't even notice, and the shadows start to spiderweb and crawl out. The ghost is like turning and looking for its next victim, so fixated on the heat, and you see the shadows just like engulf its face. It just ignores that it's being destroyed, and the shadows just like rip it apart until it's not existent anymore, and it just dissipates.
It doesn't even notice its own destruction.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Pretty metal.
Nice. Well done, man.
Metal.
Going silently into the night.
I'm gonna just use my movement to walk up. I'm gonna end. Oop.
Oh, you slowed him too. He's gonna use his 10 feet of movement.
No.
that he has.
It was impossible for
He's
him to
gonna
miss me too.
shiver your shivers.
Yeah, he is.
Good job.
That's
Nice.
He misses.
Uh,
Barely misses. I couldn't remember what your AC was
yeah.
as he kind of just is repelled by this diving suit. Bali.
Attack this guy on the right so I get advantage.
Yes, you do.
Oh, there, I did it twice. Oops. This will close. Okay. Advantage. One of them's an 18, not a 20 though.
It's the Phil classic.
Not so good on damage. Yay! Finally proned one.
Where is it? Prone.
Oh,
That's me.
Yeah.
Ronzo, you are alive and kicking.
All right, I'm gonna stand up. That takes half my move speed. I can move. Whoops.
Oh, apparently there's 2 prone conditions.
Prone.
I just made you double prone. Wait, where's the other one?
How, like, can I occupy the space where the crate is, or is that, like, not a square I would be able to stand in?
You can occupy that space. The crate's not taking up that much room.
All right. I'm gonna move
Just not
here.
like the cart.
Yeah. Yep. And then I'm gonna attack this guy.
Yeah, go for it. You got advantage.
Yep. All right.
He's prone and you're flanking.
Ooh, yeah. I crit him.
How do you want to do it?
While he's laying on the ground, I raise up my fist with the biggest swing I can, and I just clock his head off, and it rolls across the snow in front of everybody.
Classic.
And I'm gonna
Oh, I'm sorry. Destroyed. Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna action surge and attack this guy.
Fuck yes.
Yep. If you can move another space, you can also flank him.
Okay, I'll do that.
And I think you can. 'Cause you got big moves.
Yeah, I had 35s.
Nice.
Not sure. Please.
Unarmed fighting. Armed.
Yeah, I was like, I chose the wrong one there, but
I just like it. I'm gonna put in my D&D prep notes actually now before I forget to make a tentacle for my keel.
Thank you.
Just put down as my keel tentacle.
and damage.
Oh, it applied. Nice.
And I'm gonna bonus action, second wind.
Go for it.
Hell yeah.
Or so we're level 2. Is my fighter level 2
2.
then? Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Yep.
Perfect. I just changed it rather than doing it all in there.
Okay.
Oops. Oh, you took care of it. Thanks. I healed for 6.
You're dead again.
What?
Wait, what?
My
Why
HP
did
just
it-
said 10.
Oh, it says nothing's entered. That's why. I don't know why it
lost
did
all
that.
lost your warmth.
Even though it said 10, when I clicked in it, nothing was entered. Like
That's
it was.
so weird. Anyway, I should be at 10,
I used second
so-
one.
And I end my turn.
This guy. Definitely just focused on Bali. Is he the one who grappled you?
But
No, they all missed this time.
I didn't get grappled.
One. Okay.
Oh wait, yeah, I did. No, I did get hit by one. Yeah.
It was
Was
the
it-
one that got
It was
knocked
low
prone,
damage.
though, right?
It was 1 damage.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just roll one.
I don't
It's
remember
fine.
which one it was.
It's fine. As you are grappled,
It's my AC. Nice.
he hits you for 3.
4-3.
4-3. Marcus.
Right.
I think if you need to, you can also run through the tentacle. I don't think it counts as a space.
I see.
I think it is pretty much spiritual tentacle.
Yeah.
Only
It's
thing
alright.
is, you don't have to waste a second level spell on it. So.
We'll help out Shivers though, since he did me the salad.
That was a real solid. He just crit
Yeah.
it back.
It's very incorporeal salad, right? Damage, and then also a 1d4 of radiant.
Alright. Deal him 5 damage.
And again, for bonus action.
Tear it up.
Another good hit.
Actually, I can just add it right here. Okay. That's 6 damage. And the turn.
Mr. Shivers.
I'm gonna attack with the tentacle as a bonus action on this guy. And it's gonna get advantage, I think, since we're flanking it, right?
I don't think the tentacle can flank.
Okay,
Because I think it's like spiritual weapon.
no problem. And we're rolling it up. 1d20 plus 5. That's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be 1d8. Old. See, he's resisted this every single time. Let's hope we do more than. There we go.
Yeah, nice man.
How do you want to do it?
Nice.
He does resist it.
Yeah, but Shivers, he like walks up to Shivers in the round before and like lurches at him and missed. Shivers just looks over and Marcus comes up behind and just tears him up. And Shivers turns over and he just like makes a slapping gesture. And the tentacle just like bam smacks him and the zombie's head gets just knocked off. And then I'm gonna use my action to Eldritch Blast the dude right in front of me.
Nice.
Bam. Back. Normal.
Damn.
Yeah.
Blast goes flying wide.
But since he's just the last one, we'll dog pile up around him with everybody so he can't get away. We'll just box him in. Your turn, Bali.
Yeah.
Alright, see if we
All
can
right, last one.
finish this dude off. Age. 7 and an 8.
Nice.
Definitely hits.
Not great.
So he is on his last legs. All right, Ronzo.
All right. Give him the old 1-2. Hit him. No crit, unfortunately.
Real damn close.
Yeah, last one. How do you want to do it?
With this last zombie, Ronso rears up, punches this guy, and his fist emerges through the chest of this zombie. Like Bali and Shivers can definitely see his fist, and he pulls his fist back, and this thing just falls to the ground.
Dear God, man. Had like his stomach over there.
Yeah, as you just punch this hole in him.
What, this
And-
Not a
organs or
doctor.
something?
This last one
Like a stomach
collapses.
plug.
As you finish off these zombies, you kind of see these crates. This cart lost. But
Gotta have some
Unloaded.
good stuff in it.
alright, let's hope.
As we finish the fight, I'm gonna like rear up and start howling, and then like as I'm howling, I like transform back, and it turns into like an elephant noise.
The trumpets, the elephant trumpets.
All right.
That's so dumb.
Ronzo, because you got the last hit, I want you to roll me 2d10.
Right. That's a 6 and a 3.
You get 9 gold off of a gold pouch
Nice.
on the cart.
A la carte.
A la
Nice.
carte. As this main body, like a bodyguard for this. Oh, I'll make Bali visible. Oh, there's just 2 of them now.
Yeah, I don't know.
He next to him is a shield and warhammer. It's a chain shirt, hunting trap, gone through all their food. He was wearing crampons, which are little spiky things that allow you to walk on ice. More shoe stuff. And in all of these crates, there aren't like normal goods. It's all raw, unprocessed hematite. It's just iron.
Is it like the kind of iron I'm made out of? It'd be hard to tell, probably.
No, this is like raw stone. It has, while you are like this kind of like dark blackish, like
Yeah.
metal, I imagine.
Yeah. Okay.
This is like rock with like veins of like this kind of orange red, like that kind of like oxidized like rust color. Which, if you wanted raw iron,
There's a shit ton.
take it. There is a shit ton. It is way too much to be carried without a cart.
I will take the chain shirt.
Cool.
I'm gonna pick up the hunting trap.
It's your old enemy.
Yeah.
What is
I
the
don't-
iron? I'm sorry.
The reason I put in pot comma iron is because that's how you type in the iron pot if you were in D&D Beyond, and that's just like cooking pot.
Okay.
I'll take the pot, I guess.
I thought Mike Keel would take that.
Hey, maybe Shavron's
I thought-
not here.
I thought I would take it since I've been preparing the meals we've been eating.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very,
go for
it's
it.
very nut-like.
Bali wants it for ice cream, really.
That's what I took it for last night. I don't have my ice cream bowl.
Yeah, it's a blood bowl now. Yeah, I'll leave that up, and we can always just sort that out at any point. I can put it in the Discord too.
Okay.
As you all kind of looking around, kind of off this path now that it's a bit less snowy, are able to find kind of like in this like rocky kind of overlook, like a place where you can kind of sleep under without getting snowed on, and where you can get out of the way of the wind and make a fire. Is there anything you want to do before you go to bed?
Shivers just holds out the hunting trap by its chain for like minutes on end, just staring at it without words, and then eventually is like,
We've come to an understanding.
and I put it on my bag.
I like it.
I just like stretch my muscles and my bones.
There was some kind of mystery going on with the D bag, so if everybody's kind of just doing their own thing, I want to figure out like what this clanking sound is and see if I can actually use the bag. I remember there being like a barrier in the opening or something the first time I looked in.
Yeah, it's just
inside
like
it.
stone wall, like cave stone. You kind of take out the bag, you still hear this soft clanking. You open it. It is still this soft clank. It's louder than before.
Is it so? There's like a stone wall that would prevent me from putting anything in the bag.
Yes, that is correct.
So if I can, I like to take my smith tools and like start chipping away at this barrier.
Yeah. Go for it. I imagine you have like a little bit of time before bed.
Yeah.
Also, anyone taking watch?
I will. I don't have to sleep.
Awesome. Marcus Polly?
I think before bed, I'm just gonna like practice my butterfly spell to like clear my mind.
Yeah.
I will reminisce on how I didn't see this trap coming and how I, of all people, should have.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was.
Why I didn't think about the undead, but yeah. I have fucking divine sense. I could have seen.
Yeah, you definitely would have known. You would have known there's bunches of them.
But-
So
You were like,
Sorry.
there's so many people here, and there's just these people here like starving or hurt or whatever. You're like, what are we gonna do something here?
Yeah,
All right.
this is definitely informing my. Am I gonna help people in the future?
as you all kind of hunker down for the night, you bed down. It's like a bit chilly, but you're able to make it through. Kind of throughout the night, just with Shivers watching. Just every few hours, there's this shambling as another one kind of approaches. They're not quiet. They're not trying to like sneak around. And you need to stay warm. They shamble over very slowly, as you are very able to dispatch them when it's just one at a time.
Practice.
It interrupts this sleep. As once it becomes daytime, you still require a few hours of rest. Ronzo. You are walking. You're not really looking at the ground, but it's kind of this white. It has this glow coming off of it. And each step you take, it crunches. You look up into the sky. It's nighttime. The stars are out. You look to kind of the center point of your field of vision. There is kind of this hole in the stars, this dark point. There's no stars there. It's just empty. It's just empty space. As you start to see, it kind of reflects off the ground. It reflects off all the skies. This kind of starting dim and getting brighter, this red light filling this hole. Yes!
Nice.
As you start to hear whispers, voices, you look deeply into this red light. You continue walking. They get louder and more numerous. As suddenly they all stop. And there's only one whisper left. As you hear, "Fill the void."
Is this like a dream?
Mm-hmm.
Or would I know if it's a dream?
You wake up.
Okay.
For just a split second, you see this glowing, almost milky white liquid on your arm as you realize you are clutching the scroll case. As you see it in your peripheral, you look down at your arm and this liquid is gone. It just vanishes. So you shake it off. You've still got a bit over a day's worth of travel.
Onward.
Long rest.
Definitely long rest. Definitely.
Oh yeah, we didn't get one. Yep.
Do that 1 second.
Remember, if trouble starts again, torches will come in handy.
The snow is much lighter today. It's deep from the storm last night, but it's very clear. The sky's still cloudy, this ever-present kind of lighter snow. But you're able to continue. Polly, you are able to guide the group back on track, kind of taking a couple different turns in the trail. You make your way back as you continue walking for the whole day. You see the land marker that Triz told you about. There's a small sign that says Deimos, pointing one way, Benvir the other. You look in the direction of Deimos, and there is an enormous, enormous crater. Just this big hole almost. You continue going. You walk most of the day, well fed by Gango and grub. As you make your way up to another site, tonight is much easier rest. Continuing to chisel practice, reminisce. You rest again. It's only a few miles out, maybe like a couple hours walk. As you walk into this quiet town, you see a cart kind of heading out as they get ready to pass you. You see Triz, you see the Deep Feeders, you see Alpine Echo, and lastly, this group you aren't familiar with, Pest Control. And leading the pack is this male elf, this male high elf, who was oh so kind to you.
Snooty guy, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh so kind to you at orientation. And that is where we'll call it.
Who's the high elf?
I think
Have
you
you not
missed the
heard of
session.
the
You
high elf?
were not there.
Oh.
It was at orientation speech. He said a rude thing.
We had to guess what school of magic was banned, and we didn't guess illusion. We guessed something else. And so we got it wrong. He got it right. And like
He made like
He's
some
like,
kind of know-it-all comment, like everybody knows that.
No, I think he said it seems the thinking tank or the think tank is bereft of any thought whatsoever.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oof.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Glad I
mean,
wasn't there for that. I don't know if
yeah.
I could recover.
exactly.
On our shit list, so yeah.
But they're all getting ready to leave? Is that what you were saying?
No, they're all just gathered.
I see, okay.
Cool. That was a fun one.
Cool.
Just
Ugh.
You got to flex your shapeshift into.
I know, let's get out in the woods.
I seriously considered taking the disengage action, but I'm like, no, I want all my actions to clobber this zombie if I get away, right?
That
And I'm
was-
like, I have second wind, I have action surge, so like I might be able to take him down in my one turn, right? And I was
Yeah.
gonna be the hero, and then I was like, oh no, this is bad.
Yeah, it was like that was just insanely bad luck.
The clutch torch for sure. Clutch Eldritch crit also.
Yep,
Mhm.
for sure.
yeah, for real.
Yeah, if that thing had a couple more rounds, it would have been really rough. But
Yeah.
we got really lucky.
My original idea was to throw that torch to try and like keep the reinforcements from getting any closer, right? And then I was just gonna take a hit from that guy, like to get away.
Yeah.
The fact that he was like, I'm so cold, and then he like looks up and he's just fucking dead.
Oops.
Yeah. After you say you're cold more than twice, it's over. Like you're like, the first time, cool, you're letting me know. Second time, all right, there's a problem here. After
It's like-
you're
He's probably dead.
I love you guys so much. Have a good night.
Yep. I had a fun time.
Hey, buddy.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
that was
coming
fun.
around.